I'm Chief Meteorologist Vitas Reed. We're looking at a very interesting storm just off the Big Bend region of Florida as we have plenty of tropical moisture coming up out of the south, running into a stationary front, which is really inhibiting this moisture to move further north, along with an area of high pressure. Now, what's interesting about this, we're early season in June, where we usually start to see some storm activity form in these regions from the Gulf, as well as off the coast of the Carolinas and the Caribbean. But as this storm moves across North Florida, as we get through Thursday, early morning, it's going to continue to head out into the Atlantic off the Carolina coastline. We're still stuck with a lot of rain down over parts of South Florida, where we're going to continue to get plenty of inches, anywhere from about 4 to 6 inches of rain in some areas, and western edge of the state is going to get even more potentially with all that tropical moisture. But something to watch is, will this form into anything? Well, we're looking from the National Hurricane Center, the track of that low as it continues to track across North Florida. And this area is the region where there's about a 10% chance over the next 2 days for some type of formation. But over the next 7 days, we're looking at about a 20% chance for something maybe to try to form in a tropical formation out in this region. So in its wake is dragging plenty of moisture, though, over South Florida, where we're going to continue to see the ground get pretty soaked. As far as the tropical wave 90L, we're looking at 25-mile-an-hour winds moving northeast at 13, and that means it's a slow mover, and as it crosses the state, it's drawing in plenty of tropical moisture. And as we track it, this is looking at the American model, the GFS. As you see that area of spin, it'll continue to track over the open Atlantic and become an extra tropical low up there just off the coast of Nova Scotia. But like I said, it's bringing in plenty of water vapor. You're seeing all that moisture. This is showing the pink and red, showing high levels of moisture over South Florida. So what does that mean? That means a very wet next several days as we see more rainfall coming down across the region. This is moving into Thursday, Friday, and then even into Saturday across parts of Palm Beach County, up along the Treasure Coast, down through Miami and Fort Lauderdale. And we can't forget, checking the numbers, it's going to be a busy season as far as the numbers that are forecasted. From Colorado State University, they updated the numbers today with the outlook, and you see they're going with about 23 named storms, and then out of those named storms, we could see about 11 of them becoming hurricanes, 5 becoming major. That means Category 3 or greater. As far as NOAA, we're looking at 17 to 25 storms, 8 to 13 becoming hurricanes, and about 4 to 7 becoming major hurricanes. That means Category 3 or greater. So a very busy season as we see the 30-year average being about 3 major hurricanes. We're well above that with the potential. And one of the reasons is because we have the La Nina season setting up. That means less wind shear, more storms possible coming out of the Atlantic and the Caribbean across the Atlantic basin. We have fewer storms in the Pacific, and we have cooler ocean temperatures out over the Pacific as well. So with that being said, where it's warm is where we're seeing the fuel. Much above average temperatures across the Atlantic, heading into the Caribbean and the Gulf. This is the fuel to these storms, and then you have less wind shear. That means the potential for storm activity will increase across the area.